especially we cultivate the intention and motivation. Intention in terms of refuge, the inner refuge and external refuge. Then motivation in terms of bodhicitta. So then from there everything starts, no? We can take a moment to reflect on our lives instead of going to concept. See, we are sitting here, we gather here for some miraculous way. And as if like this is accident or something like that, no? We just happen to be, especially in the internet like this, we feel like, oh my gosh, how we got together. We have no doubt, you know, all the causes and conditions, everything came together at this point, brought everything. See, all this contemplation we do for thought, for example, about cutting through this complacency. Okay. Yeah, so see, yeah, just even here, right now, take a moment, just stop and think. Then, do I have a resolve to live this so-called human, precious human life in the world with courage, dignity, consistency, and persistence? Just we need to kind of reflect. That's actually inquiry into personal authenticity, no? Then again, see if you can feel into the tenuousness. Is that how you pronounce? Tenuousness, or the fragile or ephemeral nature of this precious human rivers, human life. So both go together, no? And we don't just have a human rivers, particular one, precious. Of course, there are classical ways to talk about how many human beings or how many living beings in this world who has the opportunity to even hear the words of Dharma, so forth. So special, no? We hear, I don't know how many, like 9 people signed in today. Among how many billions now? 6 billions? Even not counting the just sentient beings. We can't, just among human beings. Do I have a resolve? Again, I'm repeating. Do I have a resolve to live this precious human rivers in the world with courage? And the karmic cause and effect, of course. It's not about indulging or have to face my destiny or nothing like that. We are the one who become a master of our own destiny, no? How we respond to what life presents. Am I living this way? Am I taking a responsibility for what my life is presenting, or the universe presenting? Then, of course, this so-called defects. It's kind gloomy words, but the disadvantage of an enlightened life. Are you tired of it? Not yet. So for me, this is about no choice. Either walking same way as I have been doing since I was born, or maybe since the beginning years of life, sleepwalking, just being caught by the trivials of life, ups and downs of roller coaster, or determined to be free. We make a resolve to be free from that. Bring the best, in Buddhism we call this the compassion for our own self. Can you really generate compassion towards your suffering being, suffering self? So either doing the same thing or jump off the cliff. So we just really need to contemplate all those things in terms of our own lives. Then that contemplation brings to a genuine motivation, a genuine resolve. So that's the first part of the practice of the foundations. So we need to come back again and again. So sometimes while we are practicing in Vajrayana, and so-called high advanced practice, and that part is kind of ignored or forgot or not integrated, then entire path kind of fall apart, so to speak. Although we feel like we are doing something, we're making effort, but we waste lots of time. So why don't we kind of spend for 6 weeks to really cultivate the genuine intention and motivation and ground ourselves so that every movement is imbued with our own intentions. And whatever we do in the practice, daily life,